Find somebody in your industry and send them a message. First get interviewed by your friend or brother or sister, and then have that available, and then send them and say, hey, I've been interviewed. Would you like to be the next person to interview me? And what I'll do is I'll offer you the opportunity to gift something from me. If anybody purchases from that, I will send your company 50% of the initial sale. If it's a huge number, you can drop that price down. It's that's brings in referrals, brings in a whole bunch of different ways they become a JV partner. You have them send out to their email list. That also positions you as an expert. So all of you, or who here came through Meetup? Who here got an invitation by an email? And who here was brought by a friend? Oh, you had all three. That's cool.
My people got all three.
So that's positioning. The emails that you got were from partners, JV partners. You probably got an email from me. So I am also a JV partner with Success Academy. I get, if somebody comes through, they come through our programs, it's a really great way for me to get, access as a resource. I get clients from them. I get to speak on their stages, at which point you guys can come to my seminars. You guys can come to, be my personal one-on-one clients, things like that, that we can support you with building your business. So positioning yourself as an expert. So really quickly, write down the number one way that you're going to position yourself as an expert, whether it's radio, whether it's video, whether it's a blog, a book, however you want to do that, so that you can position yourself as the expert in your industry.
Get certified, son.
I should say, if you've already done, then write down another one.
Okay.
Because you can always have more credibility.
I would love to get interviewed.
And when you've been interviewed a couple of times saying you are an expert, you can email me, and my email will be at the end, and I can introduce you to somebody on Experts Weekly. And they will interview you. You get about 40 minutes for that. It's a really great resource to send out to their market. And I didn't tell them what to mark me out as. They marked me out as a leadership expert. And when I got they're like, here's your link, and I have it downloaded. It's available online on one of my websites through a capture page. So it's a way to capture emails and phone numbers. It's also marked me as an expert, as a leadership expert, and I thought that was really cool. So they'll mark you out based on what your answers are. You can tell them, but I found that I wanted them to give me whatever title that they felt would be the most appropriate. And it's a really great way to become positioned as an expert. Yes?
So what kind of questions they ask?
Sorry?
What kind of questions they will ask during the interview?
You actually send them the questions.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll send them the questions that you want them to ask. I actually had one of my interns send them a list of 20 questions, and they asked a whole bunch of them. I didn't even know what the questions were. I just got on the phone and answered whatever questions, because I felt like that would be more appropriate for me. If you want them more scripted, then you can do that. It just kind of depends on how comfortable you are. And I've been doing this for 13 years. I've had a lot of challenges that I've overcome. So being able to answer those, it's like, okay, I was willing to make a mistake on radio too. That was also, based on that, the more mistakes you're willing to make, the more you're willing to grow, and the more you can profit, which
Double the rate of failure.
is the next one.
So once your interview is done, they just give up the audio file.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you just give it to the different radios, or?
They send you, they put it on theirs, and it gets sent out to their email list, and then I can download it. So I downloaded it, and then when I downloaded it, I put it into a file that my clients can download, and when they sign up for the email list, they get an email that says, "Thank you for entering your name, phone number, and email in. Here's your free interview. Learn." I don't remember what that talk was on. I think it was mainly just an interview. I talked about challenges with hiring, challenges with marketing, and it was quite a while ago. So, but I have the email that I can
Can you
send that.
recommend any video interview company?
I don't have any that I've used. Perfect. So the next one is profits, and really being able to step into your ability to have a profitable company. You need to position yourself correctly, and you need to promote yourself correctly. And by doing that, you're able to serve more people, because anybody can get profits. The question is, are you going to use it properly, and is it ecological? And one of the things that Mel talks about is ecology. Is it good for you? Is it good for your client? And is it a good for the world at all, overall? So win-win, deal or no deal. That's exactly right.
I like that wall.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I kind of want that in my room.
So having the ability to get the profits in your company that you need is really just based on how many people you're willing to serve. And in order to serve more people, you need to be willing to play at a higher game, which is exactly why when I got on that interview, I didn't know what I was going to answer, because I could have had it scripted, but I knew that if I was willing to make the mistakes and just answer what came at that moment, I was going to be able to give people more insights and more knowledge and information than if I was to have it scripted out and have it, I have it for a specific target market that way, and that's a good thing to have for different promotions, but in order to position myself as an expert for that one, I just wanted to have it free flow. So there's different types of interviews. Some you want scripted, others you want to have where it's just to give knowledge, and gives you the ability to present what your expertise and positioning yourself as that expert to them so that they can learn the most. And the more people you serve, the more money you're going to make. So, how are all of you going to use this information to, now that you have a couple ways that you're going to position yourself, a couple places you're going to promote yourself, and what you're going to do to profit? Who wants to, I'll just take a couple shares since we only have a couple minutes left for that. Jake.
All out massive action, focused action.
Okay.
There's a massive lukewarm market that I need to just boil, to say the least.
I like that. A lukewarm market to boil.
Waiting to boil.
Cool. So specifically, you have, you wrote down different places you're going to
Oh yeah.
promote yourself.
I'm gonna go to an ad agency and
An ad agency?
employee agency.
Okay.
Do the interviews for them,
Okay.
and they're gonna be in my business, but we're gonna be in an agreement that everyone I interview in their business will be a direct part of their business.
Cool.
So I'll save them time doing the interviews. I'll weed out some people that shouldn't even be there in the first place, and they're gonna make a massive side income that they'll probably end up quitting their jobs for.
Okay. Cool. Penny.
To kind of go along with the promotion and positioning, YouTube channel. If you did kind of your own
Mhm.
expert videos, short, 5 minutes. YouTube is so huge now, so you could be offering something, teaching, and then use other channels like social media and things like that to promote your YouTube channel.
Perfect. And a really great way to capture leads with that is to put it up as a capture, like a email capture page. So using MailChimp or any other type of email marketing system, record them, put them unlisted. You can have introductory ones to each section, have them the rest of them unlisted, and say, hey, if you want to learn more, go to this capture page, and then you're going to get their email and phone number. and then you can actually call them, you can send them follow-up emails. And that's a really great way to increase your profits. Good, cool?
I'm lost.
Okay. So,
See, generally, I mean, we are having a little bit different kind of model. We always make sure the bottom line, that there should be a good profit in the business all the time.
mhm.
And before we selecting the customer, we just make sure that the customer is the right customer. Because in our business model, we have to go for the fishing every day, but we don't need to catch the fish every day.
Got it.
So for example, even if we are catching one fish in a 6 months time, in a 3 months time, that's going to be a good fish for us.
Mhm.
So we generally know that one before selecting the customer that, okay, we are going to make the profits out of it.
Perfect. So that's a really great insight, is to make sure that when you bring a new customer on, they're going to make you profitable. And I believe I shared this with you at the weekend. Whenever you have a new product or service that you're selling, or anytime that you're selling anything, always make sure that you cover the costs of the product, the costs of the labor, and then you have a anywhere between 30 and 80% profit margin.
I also like to beg the hard questions early. Make them ask me the hard questions early.
Yeah.
So they're not thrown back like maybe a month into the game and realize there's an auto delivery, for example.
Mm-hmm.
And then find out those things first.
Yeah, so getting them to purchase over and over and over again is a really great way to get those profits. And each of you can create new products or services and pre-sell them. As a matter of fact, all of you pre-sell anyways, whether you realize it or not, because in order to give somebody a product, you have to take their payment. It might only be a 5-minute pre-sell, but it's always a pre-sale. If somebody goes into a retail store and they say, hey, I'd like to purchase this product, they pay them for the product and then they walk out the store. When they walked out the store, they've officially bought it. So that's one thing that you can do. In order to get the profits and pre-sell properly, you create your product. You find out how much each unit is going to cost at a certain batch, so whether it's 10 or 100, and then you charge. So if your product costs you $100 for one, and you can get it costs you $100 for 10, you're going to sell each one for $100, and that's a great way to get your profit. So the first one is how much it costs you. You're actually getting them to pay you $100 before you ever spend the $100 on the product, and now you have 9 more in your warehouse, so to speak, to be able to go out and resell those products, and now you have $900 profit. So, any other insights or anything else anybody else wants to share? All right. So I have a gift for you. What is the Entrepreneur Revolution Live? Awesome. I would like both of you to stand up and share. Jake first.
Well, I've been to the Revolution 2 times now, and every time it's just mind-blowing, to say the least. Just the amount of value that they give you before, I mean, it's really just an introduction to the full academy, and they break down what they're going to be getting into, and honestly, it's a whole seminar in itself. It's not much of a warm-up, but it really, you'll get the breakthroughs you're looking for, and answers a lot of the questions for what you're looking for, so you can choose your path. You don't have to ride through the whole Success Academy. You might want to just hit the speaking or the leading or the marketing, for example, with Chrissy Cassine. And it's just what you're trying to get out of it, Like me personally, I'm going to hit Entre Leader so I can raise the craziest teams possible. It's just more about what you want to get out of it. But Revolution just is an awesome intro to it, and the guest speakers they bring there are just absolutely insane. I've never met a billionaire before who's used the word trillion before, and he wasn't talking about debt. He was talking about his fundraising over his whole career. I've never heard that number that big. And I met him through Mel Cutler. It was insane.
Who was it you met?
Bernie Dorman. He's the owner of CEO Space. And we had a great talk about Vimo and where it's going. And it's so good. He's such good friends with our CEO. He gave us a lot of reassurance into where we're headed. He knows more about where we're headed than I do right now. And it was really awesome to hear from someone that's hanging with the big B's. That's what I'm going to be.
I've been there before, have you? CEO Express?
I'm going in December.
I've been. Oh, you
Is it intense?
It is.
Good.
It's a good place for a lot of,
Yeah, I'm stoked.
and you guys, yeah, a lot of people there.
Yeah, we'll be going at the next one.
Mm.
2014.
Mhm.
The ER for me, I've been twice now. The first one, I didn't really know what to expect, and it was a small group. There's about 30 of us, I think. And it's funny because I have been on a ride with almost all 30 of them for the last 2 months.
Say the least.
Yeah, to say the least. A lot of reduction in limiting beliefs, a lot of inspiration when it comes to making sure you have your focus and you know what your passion is, and that you've got you didn't start a pie company because you thought it was a good, you could bake good pies. And the connections, the positivity that surrounds the people who've been through, it's pretty amazing. I get texts now every day. Millie sends me texts, this one woman, just constantly sending another upbeat kind of message. And it's just like, who do you know that does that for you?
That's cool.
I mean, just randomly out of nowhere. So it's a good group of people. If for nothing else, even if you got nothing out of the seminars, I would find it extremely difficult to believe
Okay.
you were sleeping through them or something.
Or the
Even then, you
breweries.
still got it, and you just don't know it.
They'll get over at home.
Right. The connections that you make are incredible. It's a good group, and it's not just San Diego. It's Orange County. It's Los Angeles. It's San Francisco. It continues to grow, continues to develop, and it's all walks. I mean, every business out there. So.
Thank you. Thank you both.
Mel really has created something crazy there.
Yeah, he's got
I've never
nothing
seen anything like it.
Mel is amazing, which is why you're going to be able to discover the 7 solutions to the biggest mistakes, which is actually what he talks about in this interview. And after this, we'll share with you one of the ways you can get this as part of coming to the Entrepreneur Revolution. You'll also get to discover the millionaire, and now that Bernie Dorman's come through, the billionaire mindset. And you get to enhance your skills as a business owner. You get to get the skill set that you need and deserve so that you can have the team you want, you can have the marketing and sales in place, so you can get really everything that you want in your business. Here's my special gift for you. You can come to the Entrepreneur Revolution. If you could come, would you come for free?
Hell yeah.
All right, well, sorry it's not free today. But we have one in December in Orange County, 5th and 6th. January in Los Angeles, 25th, 26th. And in San Diego, right here in your backyard, the 22nd and 23rd. So all of you write down the date that you want to go to, and you will go to. Now, haven't you? Most people pay $795 to go. When you go VIP, it's a lot more. And today, for the first 5, it's only $97. It's really just to pay for the cost of your seat. One of the biggest things that Mel tells me all the time, and it really inspired me to go, is when he had a dial-up company. Remember that doot? Well, the Roadrunner came out, dial-up, or DSL, thank you. And we don't even have that anymore, right? He wasn't at a place in his business where he had the right systems in place, and so he learned a valuable lesson, and he knew that if he ever got out of that situation, he would help entrepreneurs, which is why when we come together as a community, we bring it to you for just $97. And I love giving back too, which is why all 5 of you are going to get a complimentary mentorship session with me. and we spend a bunch of time working on building your business, working through challenges, and figuring out how we can help you make more money, position yourself, and get the promotional materials that you need out there. So here's Mel Cutler's guarantee. Success Academy courses are results guaranteed and proven to transform your life emotionally and financially for your well-being. When you attend the Entrepreneur Revolution and don't thoroughly enjoy it 100%, we will gladly refund your investment, no questions asked. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. You don't sit through and learn a whole bunch in the 2-day content-rich business transformation. We don't need your money. We guarantee you're going to transform your business and your life. So everybody go ahead and stand up. Only as quickly as you're ready to sign up now. You have my permission. If you're ready to transform your business, we have 2 amazing gals in the back who will help you get registered, and you can just put down the small investment of $97, and when you're ready to bring your team, we will see if what we can do to work that out for you guys.
Obviously, we're in San Diego, but we just gotta figure out where in Orange County to talk to Lindsay's mom about it.
And here's the dates again, so that you guys can check that out. Yeah, Irvine Marriott, yeah.
And if we go to Oceanside, we can stay with that. But what's most important
The
is
OC is the same
SD
hotel.
team.
Yeah.
What's that?
The OC one is the same hotel.
Is it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
golden.
Yeah, we pretty much, we've cultivated a really good relationship with that Marriott. So, and I also want to thank Jeremy again. You're awesome, Jeremy. Thank you. And we do have a small discussion afterwards as well. So we're going to take a 10-minute break, and we'll be back in 10 minutes after the break to finish the discussion in the masterminds. Come on back. We already know that you're coming, so you might as well. You can just.
Is this to fill it out for the entrepreneur?
Yeah. Yeah. Very simple form.
Alright.
And that one is for this one, right?
Mhm.
Okay, I was like,
I know you guys have in-house.
How are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I wake up really, really early, so I'm fading a little bit.
I can definitely respect that.
Yeah, I usually go to bed at like 9 p.m. So.
Oh.
Past
Well,
my bedtime.
we'll get you out of here just right around there. So, you enjoyed the topics and the
Yeah,
learning
no,
so
it's
far?
great. Just like I said, trying to keep my energy up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just, you can plug that into you right,
No,
too,
it's
right?
supposed to be there we go. Let's charge my phone.
Yeah. You can use it to charge you up too, right?
I know, right? I need to
Yeah.
I need to check my Twitter account right now. Gotta stay on top of my social media.
Cool. Very cool.
How long have you been involved with that entrepreneur?
I've been doing this I've been working with Mel for 6 months. I've been doing this for almost, actually 14 years
Wow. Long time.
In 2 days, 14 years.
Wow. Happy early
So,
anniversary.
Thank you. Yeah.
So you
So,
started out doing it for yourself, and then you got connected with him as a coach then?
yeah, I mentor his graduates.
Oh, nice.
So I've gone through it so many times that I
Yeah.
know all the material.
Yeah, right? You can
So-
do it by heart, recite it by heart.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nobody wants solar, so they're.
Come on, Miss Laura.
I was going to Jeremy, but how did you guys connect here? I mean, obviously you know him.
I know Jim, yeah.
Okay, so is this room open for people, or did you guys, you just have that
Well,
connection?
I did this company.
It's actually a really good
coming
location.
close to
It's
it.
very easy.
We have a,
It's better than doing business.
national
Yeah.
renovation. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
not a lot of people do it.
soon to be.
We do it. So that,
Well, it's a good office location. It's really great for NLP stuff. As a practitioner, it's a really wonderful place.
Yeah.
And for some events too, but there's benefits to everything. There's pros and cons to everything.
Is there water out?
So. There was earlier. There was no cold water left. Yeah, there's some water out here. That's a good idea. I need some water too. What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
I guess it's not.
No, that's the hot water.
It's not cold.
Yeah. It's
I just figured it was.
Water.
Oh,
I guess it's better than that one.
drinking hot water will actually cool down your temperature.
I just like hot water. I'm cold all the time, so I kind of like hot water. But I drink a lot of beer, so I get very dehydrated.
That's okay.
You know.
Beer's
do
good.
what I can.
Beer's good for the
A
soul.
lot of things, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Cool. So, are you interested in joining us at the next Entrepreneur Revolution?
Not right now. It's not something I have any disposable income to do. I've kind of been, trying to build my business. So I'm in the very early stages of, I was working for somebody else and it just didn't work out. And I feel like it was,
Well,
the universe or
you
whatever.
can stop
thing.
trying now
Yeah.
and just do it.
Yeah. Yep.
As Yoda says, no try,
Yeah,
just
just
do.
do. I mean, actually, I haven't really been trying. I've been a kept woman for like a year and haven't had to work. And so now I'm just now getting the fire back where I'm like, oh yeah, I can run my own business. So,
Okay.
so it's back in the basically beginning stages because I just haven't had to do anything for a while. So I haven't. But you don't have to do things. It's really easy not to.
That's okay.
But now I want to build something, so it's a different place.
Can I steal this card from you?
Okay.
I have a friend.
So at some point, it sounds great. I love, this kind of stuff. I love going to seminars and training and weekend and week-long courses, but
Well, I just want to let you know when we do these, it is only the $97 is only valid for the first time you're here.
oh yeah, no, I don't even have that in my account right now, so yeah, not even an option.
If you were able to get that and just being able to get that, just finding somebody, when would you, if you really want to go?
I don't know, honestly. My schedule's really crazy and I travel a lot, so I don't know if this is something I want to commit to right now. But, maybe in the future. I'm very, I don't like to do, and I've been in sales, so I get the,
thank you so
incentives.
much. You know what? I'm a caregiver for my aunt, and I can't be gone. In fact, I have to leave.
Okay.
Like it's been I thought it was only an hour long. I was like, oh my gosh, 3 hours. So I can't be gone for very long.
Okay.
It sounds cool though. Maybe another time.
Well, we do have a final section if you can stay.
What's that?
We do have a final section tonight if you can stay to finish up some
Can't
of the
do it
stuff.
'cause I didn't know. I have to go to meet. I have to be there for her. So
Okay.
I thought it was gonna be like an hour or so. I was like, oh my god. Thank you so much.
You're welcome,
I appreciate
Rachel.
it.
Yeah,
You have a
definitely.
good evening.
Thank you, you too.
All right, you take care. Bye bye.
Good luck, thank you.
Yeah, I think it's great what you're working on there.
Well, just fill it out and we can figure that out. It's the easiest way. You can always just choose to go to the soonest one, and then when you get a call from us on December 1st, If that's not something you can do, then we can move you to the ST one.
Sales,
Well, I
right?
did, yeah, and I went to school to be a teacher, so lesson plans and building programs, things like that just come naturally, but I also have a strong passion for growing service and experience.
How can you free up more?
So it's kind of.
How can you free up more time?
So near and dear to my heart. But then at the same time, I've done.
Isn't this place really cool?
It is. I actually have never really been in real estate offices before, and this is one of the.
I've been in quite a few, and none are like
I'm
Keller Williams.
surprised. It seems like it would be a training seminar place. Definitely very inviting.